Hey friends, it's Quenby, the Grateful Queen here on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. I am so happy you are here for a live video. Every Friday on the channel, we do a live and we call it Reseller Community Night. It is an opportunity to get together with so many resellers from all around the country, all around the world actually, and share our experiences of reselling online. I'm a part-time reseller. I'm a full-time psychotherapist. I have another channel called The Grateful Therapist about mental health. You might be interested in talking with me over there. I have been reselling for 10 years on eBay, mostly clothing and accessories. I'm also on Poshmark and I sell some digital products on Etsy. But in the live chat, you will find friends who sell on every platform. So if you have questions about eBay, Poshmark, Macari, I think it is, Depop, Facebook Marketplace, selling on Thredup. There are going to be wise, experienced resellers in our live chat that can answer those questions for you. If you're in the chat, please do give me a reseller check-in about your week in reselling. What's selling for you? Where are you sourcing your inventory from? Anything that you're working on, any questions or concerns you have, we are here to help you. It is May 21st, so happy Friday. I see many friends starting to come in. I can't wait to say hi to you. Please give me a check-in so we have some great content to talk about. I have had a crazy week. Let me know if you had. You have. I feel like things are pretty lifey. Things are quite busy. Remind me in the chat if you consider yourself a part-time or a full-time, or just how many hours do you have to put in your reselling business? Because many of us know that we could sell 24/7 if we wanted to. Reselling is a 24/7 job. You could always be taking photos or steaming clothes or buying inventory or listing or running a sale. So what boundaries do you have around that? How many hours do you put in? And kind of what's your goal around that? I'm part-time. I probably put about 15 to 20 hours in. And that's about as much as I can do with my other job. But there are many ways where you can increase your sales and make more money, even staying at a part-time level. But just let me know. Let me say hi to some friends, and then we'll see what's happening in the chat. Lisette is here saying, happy Friday, happy Friday. Beautiful people. I hope you're all enjoying the beautiful weather. Hello, Quenby, Torvald, and Peter. Torvald's downstairs playing Minecraft, that building survival game with a friend virtually. Petey's probably on his way home soon. That's my partner. Deborah Shea is here saying, looking forward to my Friday get-together with you all. It's been a good reselling week. So give me a check-in about that, Deborah. What does that mean, a good reselling week for you? How are sales? I put out a video last week, I think it was, about my sales being up 43% on eBay because I was doing an experiment of listing every day, 7 days a week, and also ending all my old stale listings and editing them all up and then doing sell similar. And I have sold so much old stuff. It's like a miracle. I swear to you guys, I have a video where I detail it all. I would love for you to try it and let me know. I have stuff that has been sitting in my eBay store for a year that I have sold. It's just crazy. I highly recommend doing, like, especially with summer slowdown coming, go through your whole store and closet and revamp old listings. Michelle CD is here. Hey everyone, cooking dinner for myself and listing like a mad woman tonight. See y'all soon. Cool, she got here a few minutes early. That's why she's saying see you all soon. So what's your goal around listing? Amberlicious is here saying hi to Lisette and some friends. And Holly's here. How's it going, Holly? How's it going with all that inventory? How are sales and things? Goddess Threads is here saying happy Friday, peeps. If you're watching the replay or maybe you're newer to this live, we have built a very strong community on the Friday live. If you show up and you are brave and you introduce yourself in the comments, you'll see that the same crew of people are here almost every single Friday. We've developed relationships. We help each other out with inventory, mystery boxes, if we're promoting something. So join in. There is a reselling community here on the channel that is here to help you and support you. My friend Deborah's here. Hi, friends. Looking forward to another fun reseller community night with all of you. So good to see you. And James, always such a helpful community member in the chat, helps moderate and chat with everybody. How's it going with you, James? Keely is here saying hi to everybody. So many great friends. So I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Lisette's reminding everyone to subscribe and hit that bell notification and hit the thumbs up. Everyone, 25 friends watching in the first few minutes here, so that's good. The chat has moved as it does. Here's Charlene, I Let Dreams Reseller. Hi, everyone. Hope sales are good. So I did a show on Wednesday, a live with my friend Leslie from A Reseller's Passion. And we talked about tips and tricks for dealing with summer slowdown, which usually starts, in June. So we're getting there. June, July, August, the warmer months. Historically, sales tend to slow down for people in the warm weather months when people were out. So if anyone has any questions or comments about that, I'd love to hear about it. But Bet is with us. Hi, everyone. I'm on vacation from my full-time job for 10 days. Maybe I can organize my reselling space. Oh, let me know what you have in mind. An inventory system. Isn't it funny? You're like on vacay from your other job and you're like, oh, I'll do reselling. Reselling's like my fun job. Like, I'm a psychotherapist. I love it. It was what I was put on this planet to do. It's my purpose, my life purpose. And it's a more challenging, emotional, spiritual experience. And reselling, I'm like, ooh, good. I can like go down there and take pictures of all my boho free people dresses and list them. And it's work. Reselling is work. But for me, it's almost like it's a little lighter work. Rhonda Creek is here saying, good evening, everyone. Let me know how things are going with you guys in the world of reselling. What's working out? Have you got any great inventory anywhere? Are you outsourcing? Are you buying stuff online like I love to do? Okay, lots of great comments. Just want to make sure I say hi to everyone. Secrets of Wanderlust Reselling is here. There are a couple of resellers, so that's awesome. I'm thinking about doing a show. Lisette, would you be interested? I was talking to Leslie about it. Like, couples in reselling and how reselling works with your other half, like how reselling affects relationships. Stephanie made it. Hi, everyone. Hey, Q. Missed you. Stephanie from Living for Naps. I actually took a nap today, which I have not taken a nap in like forever. I'm not a napper, but this week, I don't know what is going on in the world, but I was telling my partner, PD, like, be careful. It just seems like there are very life-altering things, illnesses, deaths, accidents happening in our community around us here. And it's like, wow, self-care. Tell me in the comments, what is your self-care practice? Life is hard. Reselling is hard. How do you manage to do such a busy, consuming job like reselling and also take care of yourself? Hi, Kelly. Kelly Schaffner's made it in, one of my faves. We got to cook up another collab because Kelly and I have done some really meaningful collabs together. Our most recent one was when we received that. She and I both received a free box of inventory from a viewer, a total surprise. And we sent each other boxes before, and then we did a giveaway where we gave away a box of inventory to pay it forward. So I like those collabs that have some meaning and are about giving back. So like giveaways and stuff like that. Okay. I said hi to Babette. JD is here saying, hi, it's Jessica. I'm a very new reseller. I've only sold my own clothes in the past, but starting to get inventory from other places. Ordered my first Jomar box and it's shipped. Ooh. Will you keep us posted? Which box did you get? So you guys, I am like a huge Jomar fan. I know Jomar is not perfect. No wholesaler is perfect. But I am so happy with the inventory I'm getting. Sometimes it does take a long time for things to ship. Just get used to it. Okay. That's just part of the deal with them. I have so many unboxings from Jomar on the channel. So you can see what you get and see if it would work for you. But I got a plus size box recently I unboxed on the channel. It's just awesome. It's just such a good, awesome thing. So, and I do have a discount code, which is the Grateful Queen, all one word. If you shop on Jomar, you can get 10% off, and then I earn points, so it's awesome. Reseller Wendy's here. How's it going? How's the post office work going for you? I always appreciate you working for the post office. Okay, let me see. If I missed you, like Haven here, hello, I really enjoyed the Thredup denim unboxing. Thanks. Oh, I'm so glad you made it, Haven. If I missed you, please leave another comment. The chat goes really fast. I want to say hi to you. We want to talk to you. So yes, I did just put out a video on yesterday, which is a Thredup denim unboxing. Now, it was a decent box. It wasn't one of my best, but I did it in 2 parts because it's like 50 items and the video got really long. First part I'd say was maybe like a 5 out of 10. Second part was probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. So come back and watch that second part. Buying Thredup rescue boxes is an inexpensive, great way to get inventory for your business if you can handle the risk. Not all Thredup boxes are good. Some are duds. Some are mind-blowingly amazing. I have examples of all of it on the channel if you want to learn about getting your inventory that way. But I have done so well. I've made so much money off Thredup rescue boxes, and I love them. And the next, this week's box was okay, but I got some Madewell jeans. I got some plus size, so I'll definitely make my money back. Look at this from my friend Charlene. Isla Dreams Reseller Super Chat. I appreciate it. Keeps me going. Thanks for the neat lives, Quemby. Thank you. And Charlene, if you are in the chat now and you have your phone or you can open another tab, go on over to her channel and subscribe at Isla Dreams Reseller. She's Canadian. She has the sweetest accent. She just feels so relatable. And I go over there and I'll watch her hauls. She'll sometimes do them in the car. Just like real, genuine, authentic stuff. She's such a sweetie. A real great supporter of the channel. I appreciate it. So go on over to subscribe. If somebody leaves their YouTube channel in the chat, it doesn't hurt. It's free. Go over there and subscribe. It really helps somebody out who's trying to grow. If someone leaves their Posh closet, the same. That's what we're here for. We're here to support each other, encourage each other, and help each other out. KMXO is here. I've been selling bags lately. I'm wondering if that's an algorithm thing. If one bag sells, I feel like I sell more of whatever just sold. I believe that's probably true. No one knows exactly how the algorithms work on eBay and Poshmark. But even less specific, if I make one sale, I usually make another sale. Like if I accept one offer, I think the best thing I can do to trigger the algorithm in my favor is to accept an offer. When I accept offers, I swear I get sales immediately kind of afterwards. So yeah, guess why? Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Depop, they want sales happening. And if they recognize your store as a store where things are moving, when you make money and make a sale, they make money. So that makes perfect sense. Wouldn't you set it up like that? Hey, Veronica. Great to see ya. I saw Alicia from Married Life, right? And Kelly and Haven and Michelle. Okay, let's see. Keely says, I just got a bag of mostly men's clothes. Free. What? Off Facebook. Mostly golf shirts and short sleeve button front Croft and Barrow shirts. But there's a cool Cardinals Albert Pujols authentic jersey in there too. How did you score that? That's awesome. You know, that is awesome. I just love that story so much. Free clothes. Now, I've gotten some free stuff before, and often it's like some's great, a lot of it has to be redonated. But even if you get a few things, that's zero cost of goods. It's all profit. You have to put a little work in, but yes. Lisette said, so many sad face. I lost 4 close family friends in less than a month. It's been very emotional and stressful time trying to stay positive. Well, I'm sending some positive vibes your way. I know it is hard. I don't know what's going on. Some people look to astrology for answers about that, or who knows, but I just know we have to take really good care of ourselves when hard things are going on. For me, my number one self-care practice right now is walking and listening to spiritual content, motivational, inspiring spiritual content. I love people like Brene Brown and anybody on Oprah Super Soul Sunday. She has all the best teachers on there. I love Glennon Doyle. There's so many. There are just so many. Michael Beckwith, no matter what orientation, whatever you call yourself, religious or spiritual, there's support out there, and I really recommend that. On my other channel, The Grateful Therapist, I have a lot of videos about grief because I was a hospice grief counselor. I'm still a grief counselor, but I worked at hospice for 10 years, and a lot of my referrals are still grief and loss because I'm known for that in the community here where I live. So those might be helpful tips, you know. Helpful tips. So, all right, let's see where we are here. Islet Dreams on our YouTube channel has 49 subscribers. Yay, you have to start out somewhere. Like, it takes a while. I could do a whole video. People have asked me. I don't know if I'm the best person to advise on how to grow a YouTube channel because I've been on here almost 2 years and I just hit 3,000, which I'm extremely thankful for, but most people wouldn't, that's slow, steady, organic growth. But I'm happy to share anything that I have learned with you along the way. My number one tip is just keep putting out content and keep advertising it, marketing yourself on Instagram, go into other people's YouTubes, introduce yourself, just engage in the community because that's how you get people over. People just have to find you. You also need really good thumbnails. I think that's one of the most important things. But if you have tips, there's plenty of people, Alicia, Kelly, plenty of people on the channel that have good-sized channels that can give tips if they want to. JD said, I got the Topshop and Zara 25-piece Jomar box. Oh, yeah, you told me that. I will keep everyone updated. Definitely. I looked at that box. One of the things I appreciate about buying inventory for your online reselling business from Jomar is they just have such a variety, more than any other wholesaler that I'm aware of right now. You can get pre-owned stuff. You can get vintage. You can get new with tags. You can get kids. You can get shoes, purses, jewelry. They have everything. For me personally, on the way right now, I have a J. Crew box coming. I have one of the staff picks box, thanks to James Antique Boutique. Thank you so much. I did an unboxing of that box, and I think it's one of the best mystery boxes I've ever got. So I said, buy the staff picks, and when James saw that they came up for sale, he messaged me, and I was able to go buy one. That's one of the ways that we build community and friendships for networking for our reselling business and also as work colleagues and friends. So it's like, connect with people. They'll hook you up like that. The other boxes I have coming, I got a Target new tag box. I've got 2 of those. I love that. I got a fitness box. Jomar had a fitness box, pre-owned fitness. I was all over that. So I love it. Living for Nap said last weekend, I was the first customer to a free garage sale. And I picked up some UGG boots, camel backpacks, and housewares to sell on eBay. Stephanie, that is awesome. How do you find out about things like free garage sales and free stuff on Facebook Marketplace? What are your tips there? New England Betty Boop is saying fitness. You definitely want to be following her at Posh is My Purpose on Instagram. She's very motivational, very inspiring. She shares her fitness and weight loss journey over there, also reselling stuff. She's just amazing. So you want to be over there. Alicia at Married Life said, I love motivational content. My favorite author is Florence Scovel Shin. It's so motivating. What's that about? I don't know what that's about. I listen to a lot of I guess it's more kind of psychology related people, I'm really, really into all that. But it's good to mix it up, right? It's good to mix it up. And I watch everybody's YouTube channel. I try to go over there and support everyone as much as I can, watch the videos, play them in the background. But sometimes I need some other stuff that's not just reselling related. Oh my gosh, Terry's here. Evolving Always. Oh, thank you for that super chat. I really, really appreciate it. That makes me feel so good. Quemby, thank you for having this space weekly. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you. I am telling you right now, you need to be subscribed to Evolving Always Productions here on YouTube and on Instagram. You've got your foot in so many different things. That's not the right idiom. I'm very well known for messing up the idioms. What is it? Like you've got your hand in different pots or different hats. She does these amazing interviews. I was on her channel once. I think it was the best interview I ever had. It's very well-rounded. She does a live on Sundays here on YouTube, and they're awesome interviews. So you want to be over there. I tap in whenever I can. She's amazing, an amazing, fantastic human being, and I appreciate your support in so many ways. And it's really good if you get a few different friends over on Instagram or something that you share their stuff for them, and they share their stuff for you. You share back and forth in stories, and you'll notice there are certain people, they share my stuff, I share theirs. It's a really great way to get your YouTube channel out there, your Instagram lives, your Clubhouse stuff happening, your sale on Poshmark, whatever you're doing. A part of reselling is kind of marketing. It's your own business, and it really helps to market it. Valerie's here. Hi, friends. Happy Friday. Boy, has it been a week. Treated myself to some thrift therapy after work today. What the heck? I know, Valerie. I don't know if you heard me. I was just saying, like, this week has been nuts. I mean, with all sorts of stuff, with reselling, but also all sorts of stuff all around. I'm just like, what is going on in life right now? So when you notice that stuff's circling around you, you know, you have to take good care of yourself. You have to rest. You have to eat well. You have to take walks. You have to be with friends. You have to do whatever it does that fills you back up and helps you feel okay, right? And I tend to sometimes just want to like dive into work and push harder. It's like, no. Surrender, take some breaths, check in with you, go inside, figure out what it is that you need to stay centered in the midst of all the craziness. I thought, here's Mickle Pickle. Hi, Meredith. Hi, sorry I'm late. I just picked up Mickle Pickle. I just love the Mickle Pickle. Meredith, I bought 2 mystery boxes from you and I opened them and I recorded a video. So now they're in the queue to be edited. So let's make sure we talk. So I don't want to release the video. I want it to work with your timing in case people want to pop over and get something from you. So let me know, probably next week or the one after. It takes me so long to edit now because of all the bloopers, because I used to just cut that stuff. The bloopers on the videos are like longer than my content videos. It's just ridiculous, but I'm having quite a lot of fun with it. Okay, let's see. Free yard sales and free stuff. How do you guys do that? Michelle said, I'm a woo person. I'm taking classes at Agape International Spirit. Oh my gosh, Michelle, you are? He's like one of my main people. Oh my gosh, I'm so envious. Okay, let me finish the comment. I'm taking classes at Agape International Spiritual Center with Michael Beckwith and others on the practitioner track, 8th class right now. I love it. I'm a huge fan, Michelle. Michael Beckwith is another spiritual teacher. He's what got me through quarantine. I must have listened to Oprah Winfrey did an interview with him, and then he's got all his stuff. I watched them live on Sunday. There's so much support out there for your mental health, you guys, for your spiritual mental health, to help you feel better, to help you in every aspect of your life. Just tap in. I can't believe you're doing that. I would love to hear more about that. That's awesome. Keely said, some lady posted in a mommy group I'm in and asked for everyone's favorite scripture. I was second in line and the first lady passed. Cool. Okay, let's see what else we got, guys. Tell me what's going on with you. Oh, Keely said this has been a whirlwind week as well. Yeah, things are crazy. Oh, this is what Terry does at Evolving Always. Please go over and subscribe to her. I would really appreciate it. Work out and take some mental breaks. That's another one. I'm so glad you said that. Another way to get through challenging times is hit the gym. I've been trying to go to the gym a little bit more, or whatever you do. Walk, do weights, whatever you do. Lisette said, I have added nurse to my resume. I had to learn how to read Andrew's glucose levels and give him insulin 4 times a day. We got his levels down from almost 500 to 120. He calls me Nurse Hatchet. That is awesome. He's so glad to have you. Donna says, hi, Quenby and everyone. We put our doggy down today, so we are sad. Oh my gosh, that's tough. I'm sending some good healing vibes your way. That is tough stuff. So in the chat, I'm hearing a lot of grief. A lot of people are struggling with some stuff, you know. We are resellers. We are also human beings with family and lives and losses. And so I like that this is a place we can talk about all of it. Tony Smith is here saying hi to everyone. And my mom made it in. Grateful Babette. Yes, a very intense week. You were right about spiritual health. I know I'm prejudiced, but you are a positive. Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I never think of myself as like necessarily positive. I just feel like I've always been somebody who's highly sensitive. I can get overwhelmed easy, so I have to take good care of myself. And I need like all the things, like all the good information and all the things just to kind of feel like okay, you know, like I keep life very simple. And gratitude practice is at the forefront of everything for me. Hence the name, The Grateful Queen. I wanted a username that I'm putting out there into the world that had some meaning for me. And gratitude is what makes what you have, what you already have, what you want. You know, to take time out to say, I'm grateful for this. And guess what? It really works in your reselling business as well. Anyone that I've ever studied that is a successful entrepreneur and business person has daily habits and daily practices, especially in the morning. Are you with me? Have you seen that yourself? Anyone I've followed on YouTube or I've read their book, they all have some types of practices, you guys. They're not just winging it. They're not super successful because they're just throwing their content up or throwing some stuff online. There's meaning behind it for them. You know, you need to remember what your why is. And gratitude is huge in there too. I'm grateful for every sale. I'm blessing my stuff all the time. When I get anything free or I get something awesome, I'm so grateful. And I think that's one of the reasons I've had a pretty successful ongoing reselling business for 10 years. Living for Nap Stephanie says, I take a few baths every week. It's my time to hide from my hormonal daughter and eat donuts. And eat donuts. Oh my God, I love it. Lisette said, it's because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay, we get it. Let's bring on the happiness, please. Yes, that's what it is. Gratitude. This is a famous quote. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. Hey, Lindsay. Lindsay's made some great sales on Instagram. Great to follow her over there because she sells a lot of stuff like high dollar stuff, which I like seeing. And Alicia said, yes, I can't live without a morning routine. What's yours? She's a successful reseller and YouTuber and businesswoman as well. Viviana's with us. Hi there, it's Viviana. Guess what I ordered? My first box from Jomar. The plus size assorted. I used your coupon. That is awesome. Let me know what you think. I just put that, I'm still looking at that box now because I unboxed it and made a video. It's up on YouTube if you want to see the sort of things you can get. And if you'd be happy with that sort of stuff, then you'll know, okay, more or less, I'd be okay with that. That box was awesome. Plus size sells awesome. I got a lot of Torrid, which I was really thankful for because that's like one of my best-selling brands. Torrid, it's a plus size, like trendy brand at the mall, and it's not cheap, you guys. So I can sell like a pre-owned Torrid top for $20 or a dress $20-$25. So I hope it's really good for you. Mine was really good. Mickle Pickle Pie said, I started doing yoga at work this week. Makes a big difference. I do yoga every Saturday with PD, and I do some on my own at home, but I take an actual class. But yoga is fantastic. Donna says, thank you. We will get through it. Valerie said, I love mommy groups. One of my pals we haven't seen dropped by recently with a ton of clothes for my son. That is so awesome. So there's a lot of like free stuff going around, people. How are you getting all this free stuff? Haven's saying, I love the bloopers. I know I had someone, which one of you was recently was like, is it bad that I watch your bloopers first and then I go back and watch the video? And I'm like, no, I would probably do the same thing. It's pretty funny. But Beth said, I'm listing blank NYC jeans from Mickle Pickle Pie Mystery Box right now. I love that brand, blank NYC. One of the things I'm also doing is like, so when I'm going through right now on eBay, you guys, and I'm looking for things that have been listed for a long time that haven't sold, and I'm like, why? It's a decent item. It's not like a crap item. I'm also focusing on things, because I have a lot of things that have been listed 6 months or more that haven't sold, but I'm going through and I'm like, okay, I definitely want to relist any dresses or shorts or summer type items, swimsuits, anything that people are probably looking for now. If it's been sitting there for like 6 months and hasn't sold, I'm going in, I'm finding those items, I'm ending them, I'm editing the listing in some way, updating the pictures, the price, looking for mistakes. Then I'm doing sell similar. And I have a bunch of blank NYC denim shorts, and those are usually a really popular item. But if they've been on my site for 6 months and haven't sold, eBay looks at that as like a stale item. Maybe nobody wants it. So it's like, I think when I relist it, I have a better chance of coming up higher in search. So Blank NYC, that's a great tip, Babette. Those are great. They make really trendy jeans, a lot of like distressed or embroidered. Deborah says, I love to walk in the forest preserve at 5 a.m. It's peaceful and the deer, birds, and coyotes are out. We share the peace and quiet together. That's amazing. I love people that wake up early in the morning. I used to be an early riser. I used to go to the gym. When Torvald was a baby, I'd wake up at 5:30, go to Zumba, and be home by like 6:45. He'd be home with my husband, obviously. And then I love that early morning stuff. And again, if you study entrepreneurs and successful business people, most of them say one of the keys to their success is morning habits, morning practice, but getting up early when everything else is quiet, when they can have time for themselves, before the family's up, before the hubbub of life starts. Do you guys do that? What do you think are some of the keys to your success? Even if they're not the ones I've mentioned, what are some of the keys to your success? Why do you think it's working out? What are some habits or practices that you do in your reselling business that you think attribute to you making sales and feeling good and having a good flow in your store and all that? Chariot Evolving Always says, walking is such a great thing to do for your physical and mental health. I agree. And right now, I'm in Northern California, so spring comes here early. The flowers, the roses and the succulents and the flowers, you cannot go out and walk and all that and not be like, oh my gosh, like the wonder and beauty all around us all the time. Like, get out of your head for a minute, get outside, come back to whatever challenging thing you're working on with a fresh perspective, and notice and pay attention to what you see out there. Deborah says, you guys, I got a ton of clothes from an online estate sale that I've been processing this week. The man and the woman were sloppy eaters, so many stains. Oh no. That's like the hard part. Like when I got free stuff, I noticed so I got free stuff at the very beginning of quarantine when everyone was like, all the stores are closed. There's no way to get inventory. That's when I took advantage of putting an ad on the Nextdoor app and getting clothes. But one of the issues was when you get stuff like that, yeah, people just shove it in a trash bag. They're not necessarily washing it first like they would if they were going to bring it to a consignment store. Or I got some weird stuff in there. Like, why is this stuff in there? They just gave me the whole bag. So Mickle Pickle said, I just sold 2 pairs of shorts today. Veronica says, I've been working on listing, relisting, and cross-listing more consistently. I really believe in that. I really believe some people have the adage that like on eBay, everything sells eventually. And that is sort of true in my personal experience. But then I have stuff that, no, it's not selling. Like it's been there for a year, nothing's happening with it. I need to go in there and alter it in some way. Sometimes I'll go back and look at it. I'm like, what? My price was ridiculously high. What was I thinking? Or my pictures stink. Or I forgot to put the word woman's top in there. We all make those mistakes, but I think it's responsible to go into your store every once in a while and take a look at what's going on. Like if it's not selling, why? What can you do? Rather than just keep listing more new stuff all the time. That's great. But what about that old stuff that you already put money into and time into? You want to get that moving, right? James at the Antique Boutique says, what about the clothes attracted you to them besides the stains? Ha ha ha. Valerie said, I just sold another 2 swimsuits. I've been hunting new tag swim at the thrift. $3 to $5 into $25 to $35. That is awesome. That is so smart of you. What a good job. And I'll give you a little tippy tip. Won't help you right now, but shop swim off season. Like at the thrift stores, now everybody's going to be looking for swim. It's going to be harder to find. You'll still find some. But like if you are somebody that can think ahead and start collecting and just keep a tub of swim and then list it in the spring, you're going to do so well. I put a video out. It was like tips to sell swim. And I did an unboxing from Backstock. That's another wholesale company. I bought all these plus size swimsuits for $5. I've sold 3 of them. One for 35, one for 25, and I think the other one might have been around 25. So I paid for all those with one swimsuit, and I still have a number of them left. Plus I swim. So I have all my tips about things about swim in that video. I saw Victoria. Oh, so Victoria, where'd that comment go? Here she is. Whoa, so glad to make your live, even late. I'm so glad we haven't seen you as much. What have you been up to? Mickle Pickle, this is her strategy. I give my items 2 relistings. If they don't sell within a year, I move on. What do you do? Like get rid of them? I just keep revamping it. Usually there's a reason it didn't sell for me. Usually it's like, oh, you didn't have enough pictures, or you had a title wrong, your price was too high. Like, it's rare that I go in and say I'm getting rid of them and donating personally. I try and like make some serious edits. Amber Licious said, I've been selling a lot of shoes lately. Me too, because I got all those Thredup rescue shoe boxes. I still have one down there that I haven't opened because I'm not letting myself open it and film a video until I process more shoes. Because when you buy pre-owned shoes, they often need to be washed. So there's a whole process. You have to like wash them, dry them, photograph them. Like it's a little bit more intensive than some of the other things I sell. So but my shoes have been selling. I got all those J. Crew shoes. God, they're gorgeous. Gorgeous new with tag or new with box J. Crew shoes from Jomar. Michelle said, that's what I'm doing. Going through all my older items as well as getting a ton of new stuff in and new with tag from RA. Retail arbitrage, I bet that means. Yeah. When Leslie was on my show on Wednesday, we talked about summer slowdown, but then we just veered off as we always do and talked about a lot of things. She's selling a lot of vintage, and there's a lot of money to be made in vintage on Etsy. So do you sell vintage? What are your thoughts on it? And she also talked a lot about selling on Instagram. She's been very successful at Instagram sales. So those are 2 areas to potentially grow or learn more about. Deborah Shea, I get more work done before noon every day than if I wait and work in the afternoon. See, that is so good to know about yourself. It's really good to know that about yourself. New England Betty Boop, I just listed 70 items. Oh my gosh. I'll be listing them through the weekend. I have a pair of blank NYC jeans in there. Woo! Wow, how did you do 70 items? I am really trying to do listing consistently every day. I'm just saying 5 a day because I'm trying to do 7 days a week. And one of the strategies for doing that, I have a whole video about this called Why Are My eBay Sales Up 43%? What I do is when there's a day that I have a few hours, I sit my butt down and I build a ton of listings, and then I just release them a little bit at a time. For that video, I was really on it doing every day. And I think you really have to commit like that. You have to say, I'm doing it. Not like I just said I'm trying. No, that doesn't work. You have to say, I am listing 10 items a day. So yeah. Mickle Pickleby says, send the real mystery boxes. Just because it doesn't sell doesn't mean it won't sell for someone else. Oh, you send them to the real. That's smart. And Evolving always says, wow, Lisette, that is awesome. It is awesome. Veronica said, my kiddo is hanging out with me before bed, and he just said, rescue shoe boxes. Rescue is for rescue vehicles, not shoes. That's awesome. You guys, I've been teaching Torvald, who's almost 10. He'll be 10 this summer, how to sell on eBay. He has a tendency to get into things for a little while and then not so much. But he had a few weeks ago his first big sale that he sold a Harry Potter sweater for like $45. So, and he's so funny. Just the things he always says about like eBay, or he'll be like, is that for eBay? Or he talks about Vendu, because I use Vendu for cross listing, and he'll be like, no, Vendu. It's just so funny to hear this like reseller lexicon coming out of a 9-year-old's mouth. It's just hilarious. Michelle said, I have a ton of shoes to list. Then I'm done with shoes. Hate the cleaning part. Me too. Plus, I was a manager of a shoe store before grad school years ago, so I've done my shoe time. I know I've talked about that a lot on the channel, Michelle, that there's a lot of money to be made in shoes. They sell well. I just, for some reason at this time in my career, I don't love the processing. Like I don't love having to clean them, and they're all cleaned differently, my suede shoes. And then when I'm out there doing the cleaning, I'm fine. I put a talk on and I clean them and I'm good. But it's like that extra step of saying this is going to be a cleaning day, or I have to spend a couple hours cleaning, that it's just not my strength. So, you got to know what works for you. Cindy Pierce, I'm shopping for fall and winter. See, that's probably smart. Very, very, very smart. If you want to be smart about sourcing inventory for your reselling business, consider sourcing out of season like that. Because say Cindy goes to the thrift store, she might be looking through jackets. Who the heck else is looking through jackets unless you're a reseller or you've got some obscure reason? Not many people. So you're going to get the best pick and you might find deals. Same James here too says, I've been getting a lot of sweaters and jackets lately. A lot for this time of year. I mean, yeah, it's so smart. I used to just keep, like when I used to go to the bins, the Goodwill outlet center where you pay by the pound, I would buy jackets and sweaters out of season because I just like, you're digging through these giant bins, whatever was good brand I would get. It was so cheap. And then I would have bins that would say like list in the fall because I had enough other inventory. I can list anything any time of year, but for me, it's like if I had, so I'd put a couple bins and then I'd pull them out and I'd be like, ooh, I forgot I got these 2 months ago. Now I have all these sweaters. Someone in the chat, let me know if I am back. I'll check the bottom of the comments now. That was the longest freeze I've ever had on here. Am I back? And someone just let me know in the comments if you can hear and see okay now. Otherwise, I'll just be talking to myself, and that's kind of like embarrassing for me. Are back, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you, Amberlicious. Thank you very much. James said, I got a J. Peterman jacket yesterday. I just sold a J. Peterman dress. I got one from Kelly Schaffner in my mystery box. It was so gorgeous. I would have kept it if it fit me right. So I sold that really quick. Valerie G said, yes, the sweater section is filled to brim in my stores right now. Secrets of Wanderlust Reselling said, Vendu is definitely a game changer. I love Vendu for cross-posting. I have a discount link in my description section. Absolute game changer to cross-post. That's one of the biggest things that's come along in the last couple of years for resellers. I've been reselling 10 years on eBay. We didn't have anything like that. Debbie R is here. Hey, Debbie. Great to see you. Thanks for letting me know I'm back, guys. Mickle Pickle Pie says, I love shopping off season in the thrift store. Thrift Haul is here. I love the sweater section right now because it's mine, all mine. I can hear like this cackle. It is. That's so smart. We do have to be more forward thinking in our reselling business, right? Like, because here we are, everybody else is like, ooh, it's the end of May, June's coming. I have to get my spring and summer. Well, by the time that's all rolling, we need to be ready for Q4, which is like the best season of selling for resellers come like September, end of August, September. It's going to really pick up and you want to be ready. So don't worry if things slow down. If you do experience a little summer slowdown, just get ready. Get ready for fall when things start cranking again. Go through your closet, revamp things that aren't selling, get ready with listings for things that people want come fall. Valerie said, yeah, her thrift stores are, what did she say? I think I put this comment up already. Yes, the sweater section is filled to the brim in my stores right now. See, here's a different perspective. Lisette said, I love cleaning shoes. It's therapeutic. Yeah, sometimes like when I'm out there doing it, I'm like, this is nice. I always do it outside and let them dry in the sun. So, yeah, that's a good way to think of it. Like, oh, you're just out there doing it. Rhonda Creek says shoes take up a lot of space too. And Michelle said, yeah, I tend to procrastinate on the shoes. Me too. That's why I'm like, I got another box because the Thredup shoe boxes have just been awesome for me. I've been like selling 2 pairs of shoes and paying for the whole box, especially with those Tory Burch shoes. But I have to hold myself accountable to do the work. Like I can't just buy these boxes and let the shoes sit in bin. They need to be cleaned, photographed. The good news is Torvald I hired to take some pictures, but he only likes photographing shoes right now. But man, is that a help? He'll just bust through and photograph like 25 pairs of shoes for me while I'm photographing something else. I have to pay him, but it's pretty reasonable. If you don't know, my son is very entrepreneurial, very business-minded. He is gardening right now with me, and but for him, it's like a business because he's going to sell all his produce. And I'm just like, that's okay. That's okay. Amberlicia says, my daughter will be 10 in August. Yeah, my son will be 10 in July, and I will be, let's see, I'm going to be on the East Coast. Very quick trip to Massachusetts at the end of June. Oh, you got Lisette saying, measured, Quemby, not listed yet. I'll be listing through the weekend. I have separate items to list for Andrew as well. Are you doing his listing for him? You are the best wifey. I need a wifey like you. Michelle said, my strategy is to buy retail arbitrage in between other listings. So I force myself to photograph and list fast for them to sell. That's really great. A lot of people have like little incentives they do with themselves. Like, okay, if I photograph and list 25 items, I can go sourcing again, or I can do some retail arbitrage. Just some way to hold yourself accountable to the hardest part of the work, which is sitting your butt in the chair and building the listings. Some people like that, but what I hear more often is that most people like the sourcing or the photographing or even shipping, but like just sitting, the monotony of the listing, you know, it's like you need to find a way to hold yourself accountable. That's why I love my tracker and all that stuff that keeps me in the chair as a way to make sure I'm listing. I thought I saw Gino pop in, but I don't see it. If you're here, Gino, hello to you. That was a while ago now. I'm like, where'd he go? So Victoria said, I just pulled all my spring and summer items to list from my studio. My kids give me so much clothing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm envious with you with getting the free stuff. Like, I had one friend a couple months ago who donated a lot. She cleaned out her closet. She had so much, she retired. So it's a lot of like business clothes. So I'm so grateful, but it's like, you know, wool pants, career pants, I got to get all that stuff. But it's very rare to get people giving you inventory. So it's like, what a blessing. And then it's just, you have to put the time and work in, but no cost of goods. I mean, that's amazing, right? Melissa Honeybee, I love the name. Or maybe it's Honeybee. I love it either way. I'm in Maine. I love your spirit. Melissa, I usually go to Maine every summer and get a rental house. So I live in Northern California now, but I'm an East Coaster. And my family's all around the Boston area. And every summer, we've been getting a house in Maine. Now, this year, I'm getting a house in Massachusetts on an island because I need to go see my dad, whose health's not good, yada, yada. But usually I go to Maine every summer. I love Maine. I have a fantasy about relocating to like Maine and Vermont and buying a big, cheap farmhouse and having a huge like warehousey basement space or something for all my inventory. So let's see. Some of you guys are talking. James is talking to somebody. Here's Holly. I have been getting a few Bowden things in my Thredup bulk boxes. Bowden is a great brand. There's a good tip there, especially in the big sizes. Lisette said, pay Torvald in chickens. I actually have been doing a little bit. My son Torvald, at his dad's house, they have like a huge piece of land and they raise chickens as pets for their eggs. And he's obsessed with chickens. He's got kind of a little obsessive personality. But he did really well on a math test and we set some goals and we studied and I bought him some chicken stickers as a reward on Amazon. That is what he wanted. Hunter Ryan said, a ton of free people, including new tag on my Thredup bulk boxes. You're killing me, Holly. You know that's my favorite brand. I've sold so much Free People lately. I know some people are saying, wow, Free People doesn't sell for me. And that's astonishing because Free People and Lululemon are my, like, I don't know what my actual sell-through rate is, but like if I did it, those, like I sell so much Free People and Lulu when I get it. I would love to sell primarily those two things. Amberlicia says, our local consignment is closed due to the pandemic. I got to remember to call. I called 3 weeks ago and my Goodwill outlet bins was still closed. They've been closed all year and they just say call back in a few weeks. And I'm like, okay, I would love to do a video for the channel because I wasn't really going to the bins much before, but life has changed so much I could actually go and I want to show you guys my bins. Michelle said, wave to me, I'm in Mass. Oh yeah, we've got a few other Massachusetts people in the chat. Donna from Lucky You Boutique is here. Hey girl, great to see you. M. Anderson saying, hello ladies, good to see you. And she says, I don't find Free People here very often. I don't find it so often. I've got a lot of Free People. I get like one piece or something in a Thredup box. I own a lot of it myself, so I sell a lot of my own when I'm like moving things. I buy it on Poshmark, you guys. Sometimes I will find a closet that has a lot of Free People and I'll bundle and buy a bunch. I've got some retail arbitrage at TJ Maxx. I've got it on ShopGoodwill.com. Now that's a little bit more work, but a great tip, a great way to get inventory. If you live somewhere and there's brands you want to sell that'll bring traffic to your store or your closet, go on Shop Goodwill and buy a bunch of it. I have videos on tips for shopping on the online site because there are some things to watch out for. Thrift Hauls said 52 people watching. Thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up. If you're watching the replay, make sure you're subscribed so you get notifications that I'm going live. And also hit that thumbs up. Here in Houston, James says, that started to the lifting of restrictions. My sister is in New Hampshire, and she said they lifted the mask restriction. Some businesses apparently can still require it, but it's been lifted. And I'm like, we're not there at all here in Cali. Are you guys? I went to the gym today, wore the mask. I did my errands, post office, wore the mask. And it's getting hot here. It's like so uncomfortable. I'm vaccinated. Most people are now. So James says Free People doesn't sell for as much as it used to. And I think people confuse that with not selling because they are unwilling to flex and lower their prices. Really wise point as usual, James. That could be it. Also, and I keep saying I'm going to do this, not every Free People piece is created equal. Like, educate yourself. Go on Poshmark, search Free People tops, and then go under sold and look at what's actually selling. There's tons of Free People I wouldn't pick up. I'd pass on it. I have passed on it, and it's my favorite brand. But there are certain things within the brand that sell well. But I'm a quick flipper. I'm not selling things for hundreds of dollars. I'm selling a Free People top for like $30, and I'm super happy with that because I paid $5. You know? But I sell a ton of it. I've gotten some new tag Free People from like B&G Trading. I got all that Free People movement. That sold great. You just have to kind of know, don't buy an old piece. Oh my God, look at this. This is the story of my life. I go to move my hair and my big boho ring gets caught in it. This is the stuff that's in my blooper videos all the time. It's like ridiculousness over here. Oh my goodness. You know, hopefully you feel bad for me because you've tried to make a video. Goddess Thread said, Quemby, I just called the outlets. No idea when they're opening. I hate that. It's like, what the heck? They keep saying call us in a few weeks. And it's like, why? Why can't they open? It's a huge like warehouse. Like it's in a garage, cement, enormous warehouse. All the other people are trying to figure out how to do it, letting people in a few at a time. They could say we're having 20 people in and just when someone else exits, another person enters. Like, why not? I want it to open again. Not that I was going a lot because it's like, mine is so off, like, so it's not a pleasurable shopping experience, but I want the low cost of goods again because my thrift stores here, I'm so grateful. I find the best stuff, I think. If you watch my thrift hauls, I find good brands every time. I can go into a thrift store here for 35 minutes and come out with 15 items that I'm happy to sell. I think that's good thrifting. But it's like I'm paying $5, $6, $7 an item. That's way too much. Isla Dream says, that's so great that Torvaldson is your photographer for shoes at the ripe age of 10 and a budding entrepreneur. Good for him. That's what I say. Like, sometimes people come over and they roll your eyes. They're like, you're paying him? You're paying your son for that? And I'm like, listen, I love my mom. She's probably here, Grateful Babette. I grew up with a single mom and 6 kids. You know what I mean? You learn to hustle. I've worked my whole life. I put myself through not only undergraduate, but graduate school. I never learned. My mom's an artist. My dad, my dad is an antique rug expert. Like, no one taught me that having money is important, like, it was always do what you love and you're passionate about, which I totally appreciate. But I think having the ability to make money in your life makes your life easier in a lot of ways. And people should learn how money works and not get themselves into credit card debt. I don't have any debt. I've never had debt. I pay for everything right out. Like, knowing about money and understanding about money is a valuable thing. Money is a resource. And I want him to understand how to work with money. Like, I hope he does become an entrepreneur and a businessman and have a lot of prosperity in his wealth. He can still be a fantastic human being and also be prosperous. So I'm supporting that in him. I'm like, listen, let me teach you all about business from the beginning. He has so many business ideas. And I think it's good for kids to work. I'm sorry. I'm a teen therapist. I'm a psychotherapist. I work with families. I work with people of all ages, but mostly teenagers. And the hardest thing I see is that so many teenagers have never had a job. They've never had any type of job because their parents can afford for them not to. But then they go into the world and they try and get an internship or a job at age 20, 21, and they're all having an anxiety disorder because they have no idea how to put themselves out there and interview and have an actual job and get feedback from someone other than their parents or their coach or something. I'm on a soapbox, I get that. But my opinion is it's really healthy for young people to learn to work in some way. That's changed a lot in the world. It's not like it's changed a lot in the last few decades. It used to be everybody had to work, for the most part. So I don't know. I think it's important personally. Lisette said, it gives Torvald responsibility and how to value money. It's great to teach them early. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? James is talking to Michelle, and he says, you have to decide if you want to be a quick nickel or a slow dime type of seller. Really important point. So quick nickel is like some people call themselves, like I do, kind of like a quick flipper, like we're selling a lot of things, quantity over like high quality. Or there's the slow dime, people that are selling designer items, higher dollar items. They don't sell as much usually, but they make more when they sell. It's a different type of reselling business model. And either one is fantastic. You have your own business. You get to decide. It's your business. What way do you go? I think that I've been more of a quick flipper with some scattered in higher dollar items because I can't find as many like designer items that I can sell for 100 or more. And I want to make a certain amount. Like, my goal is to make profit about $2,000 a month as a part-time reseller in profit. And so I do that by selling quantity. You know what I'm saying? Secrets of Wanderlust saying they agree. And Lisette said, I started working, making my own money since I was 13. I'll be 51 next week. It has made me the hustler I am today. I will never go hungry. Yeah. M. Anderson said, I do both. Yeah, I mean, I think so too. And Goddess Thread says, very healthy. And Haven said, I just sold a Lego set for $149.99. Whoa. What's the deal with that? Was it retail arbitrage, pre-owned, new, or what? Let's see what else is going on. You guys are all talking amongst each other. Michelle said, once they lift everything, I'm going to stay in my condo again and not go out. I can't get the vaccine due to a quirky immune system, so sensitive to everything. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. You got to take care of yourself, whatever works for you. Thrift Hauls said, I got a notice that the Blue Box are restocking at 6 p.m. Yeah, the Goodwill Blue Box usually goes out at 3 p.m. East Coast time, so that's 6 p.m. No, it's the opposite. It's usually 3 p.m. here on Pacific time. Yeah, so 6 o'clock East Coast. Yeah. So let's see what else we have going on. M. Anderson said, yeah, Legos are money these days. I know they've always been really, really good. What a great sale. Good job. Isla Dreams Reseller said, the computer made it Thorvaldson instead of Torvald on my last comment. Sorry about it. No, that's okay. That's more the traditional spelling. It usually is with an H, but we took it out. My dad is Thorson, though. It's like Viking land. Okay, friends, we might as well wrap up. I'm so thankful to have had like 50 friends here. I love you. I'm so glad you were here. If you want more Quemby time, I put out 2 videos this week, a Thredup unboxing. I'd love to get comments on that video from you guys. And I did a live with Leslie. What will Sunday's video be? I don't know. It's a mystery because I've got to record it and edit it. I'm so glad we had this time together. I appreciate you all so, so much. In a few weeks, I want to have another group one. I know I'm going to have Mickle Pickle on and Wendy Reseller. I think I need 1 or 2 other people. So that's the one we're on Friday. I have a bunch of people on from the community, so you get to see each other's faces. Hit me up if you're interested in being on and you're a regular on the show. I like to have people that we've been seeing for months. You know, we want to get to know them a little bit better by hearing their voices and seeing their faces. Thanks so much, guys. Love you. Bye.